Robert, thank you for being here on CEO.CA.
Well, it's good seeing you again.
It's been 10 years.
Wow, a long time.
So CEO.CA subscribers will be thrilled to see you.
Okay.
I thought we could open with some conversations around Trump. Today's the 19th. Tomorrow he's, becoming, there you go. You've been very vocal about him being, quote, a genius with money, whereas obviously the previous outgoing administration you're very unhappy about. What was going on and who's hurt, who will hurt? What kind of economic realities are we sleepwalking into?
Well, I went to military school in New York, okay? And the thing we were taught was acta non verba. In other words, don't listen to the words. Watch what a person does. So as military officers, we had to watch what a person did, not what they said. So when you look at what Trump does and what Biden did, so Trump put up the wall, Biden took it down. What does that tell you? So now fentanyl screams across the border. I think that either 300 or 3,000 young people die a year due to fentanyl. That's Biden. That's just like his son, Hunter, who's a drug addict and a pervert. And the FBI lost Hunter's laptop. So the Bidens, in my opinion, are criminals. I come from the Biden crime family. So he's pardoning everybody because he can get pardoned also. And so watch what a person does, not what they say. Whereas Trump, his first act is already taking place. Hamas is releasing prisoners and all this stuff. So that's what he's doing.
It's funny because when we heard news about the peace deal, it was still impending.
Yeah.
Biden delivered a press conference and a journalist said, "Oh, is this you or is it Trump?" And his response is that a joke? And he walked away. So just going back to the first question, or the first point is, the key difference is there and economic realities that we're walking or sleepwalking into.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I'm at the VRIC, Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, is because I'm a gold and silver bug. And I've been saving silver since I was a kid. And I started buying gold when I was an adult. But when you look at the national debt of America, it's now passing 36 trillion. So when I ask all these math geniuses, if I spent $1 a second, how long would it take me to spend $1 trillion? And some people say 50 years, 100 years. It would take you 36,188 years to spend $1 trillion. And we're printing $1 trillion every 100 days. So I don't care if it's Trump or Biden or Kamala or whoever it is. Our national debt is killing us, is eating us alive. So that's why I'm at the gold and silver, VRIC, because I'm a gold and silver bug. I like real money, I don't like fake money.
Yeah. Well, then that kind of segues into Bitcoin. You're also passionate about Bitcoin, which some would argue is a scam, fake money. Yeah. So how is it that you're gold and silver bug, but you can also love Bitcoin?
Well, Bitcoin is definitely speculative. And what that means is when I buy a gold coin, I can hold it forever.
Yep, that's right.
But Bitcoin, the jury's out yet. So the reason I say it's speculative, that means I might have to trade it fast. So my question with Bitcoin is, how fast can I exit? Mm-hmm. In the meantime, today I have 85 Bitcoin, but I was buying it at 6,000. Today it's 100,000.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
So that's a lesson my rich dad taught me. The profits be when you buy, not when you sell.
Buy when the smart money is buying.
Well, you got to buy it. That's when you make your money, not when you sell. So a lot of people are waiting for Bitcoin to come down in price. Well, it might come down, it crashes, but that's when you buy.
There was some content that I saw of you on TikTok, actually, of you leveraging debt to grow your wealth. My question is this strategy just reserved for the wealthy, or is it something possible for the middle class, especially again in an inflationary time like now?
Well, it's a very good question, because if you study the history of money, okay, in 1965, they took the silver out of our coins. And then in 1971, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. So technically, all of our money is debt. It's credit. You know, as J.P. Morgan said, gold is money and everything else is credit. So the way I get rich is when you look at the dollar today, the dollar can only come into existence if you and I borrow. So if you stop, you know, like this guy, Dave Ramsey, he's a friend of mine, to live debt free, I said, U.S. economy would crash. Because money only comes into existence when you borrow. So I'm actually helping the economy. I'm $1.2 billion in debt, but I use debt as money. Now, I don't recommend it, but that's what my rich dad taught me to do. So I was wondering, how could my rich dad, if you go to Waikiki Beach today, there's a Hyatt Regency Hotel, how does this one guy own all that? Debt.
Now, you just said you don't recommend it.
Well, if you can be stupid, don't. You know, today, credit card debt's eating people alive.
Yeah.
Because they're stupid.
So it's not a strategy for most people.
No.
That's the bottom line.
Debt is a handgun, you know. It can either protect you or kill you.
In terms of like you're known for bold predictions. You're known for having some criticisms related to Marxist theories. Any that are relevant, especially today?
Well, the people that hate me, you know, there's no love lost there. So, like this guy Grant Cardone, he has a AI-generated picture of me homeless. He says Robert Kiyosaki is now homeless. And the only reason he says that is because I called him out. He was telling people to buy this property with $20 million. He says, just put your money down and real estate always goes up. Well, that's not true. You can go up and come down. You know? So he retaliated by putting a picture of me as being homeless. So if Grant Cardone,
It's a hit piece.
Well, you know, I just tell people if I'm broke, this is $2 million in that one wallet.
Nice.
It's Bitcoin. So that's what I like about it.
You gotta take me to dinner.
If I'm broke, I got 2 million here, 6 on another one.
How do you think? So I'm 30 this year, and you know I'm thinking about one day having kids, having a mortgage, all of that stuff. But also in the news, you hear a lot about the economic shift happening. It's already underway. My friends and I talk about this all the time. It's like, what do I invest in? I don't understand it, but should I just speculate? What would you say is like a tried and true piece of advice for young people like me to keep in mind?
Well, you better choose the person you marry pretty carefully, you know. So my best friend and I, we had nothing. And we both became billionaires. The same time we became billionaires, our wives left us. I said, adios, motherfuckers.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
So he and I go, did you just marry us for our money? Yes. Both women said, we like the two of you because we're hustlers. We had potential. We're actively, we're real estate guys. We're always investing, we're always studying. So some women find that attractive, you know what I mean? Versus a guy who sits in the bed and drinks beer and eats pizza. So with a woman, it's really careful who you choose as the mate, especially since the woman carries a child. So it's a very touchy thing, especially you don't know who you're marrying today. And as a man, I'm a U.S. Marine, I went to military school, Vietnam twice. I'm not a TikTok dancer. Most of these boys today are like this. Where are the men today?
It's a different time.
Where are those men? I mean, you ask yourself the same question?
Well, I have a great partner, so thankfully no.
But you know what I'm saying? Don't you notice that?
It's a tough environment for both genders.
Men are more effeminate today.
It's true. I agree.
What happened?
Now, how has some of your key philosophies in Rich Dad Poor Dad evolved to address today's economic realities?
Well, I wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad because I saw this coming. There's a book I wrote 2013. It's called The Rich Dad's Prophecy. It's by the biggest stock market crash in history is coming. We're in the middle of it right now. And the reason I could write that book as a prophecy was because Ben Bernanke was printing money. Again, America is the biggest debtor nation in world history. They're printing $1 trillion every 100 days. What does that tell you? Don't save money. Be very careful. Every time a country has done what we've done, the country went down.
Sorry, let me just stop you there. Don't save money.
Don't save cash.
Don't save cash. So where to put it in? Like, how do you
Gold,
divide?
silver, Bitcoin.
Gold, silver, Bitcoin.
Yeah, because Bitcoin is designed to go up. Dollar was designed to come down. So that's why I was, you're Korean, I'm Japanese. I give the Japanese all kinds of crap. Japan.
I give Koreans all kinds of crap.
Yeah, that's good. But the Japanese are the biggest savers in the world. Japan still has not covered since 1990. Japanese are savers. You go to school, you save money, and you get a good job, I'm an investor. The Chinese are investors, as you know.
So be bold.
Well, you better know what money is. I should have brought this out. Anyway, I carry this. Oh, here it is. This is the last silver coin. This is 1964, was the last silver coin, and 1971 was the last dollar. So this became fake in 65, and the US dollar became fake in 71. So that's why in Rich Dad Poor Dad said savers are losers, because they're saving fake money. So if they're printing $1 trillion every 100 days, what's terrible about that, if you study money, every time you print money, the rich get richer. When you print money, the poor and middle class get poorer. And the reason for that is when you print money, real assets like gold and silver go up, and real estate goes up. But what comes down, what also goes up is inflation. So food, housing, kids, gasoline goes up.
Your coffee, everything.
Yeah. So savers are the biggest losers there are if you're saving if you're saving fake money. That's what disturbs me. My mom and dad didn't trust this. They trusted the paper money. Japanese trust paper money. It's really stupid. The Japanese say, dame, stupid.
I think the message is far and wide that currency
It's fake.
is fake. Don't just invest in currency. But you say that things are speculative assets like Bitcoin could potentially protect against instability.
Yeah.
How?
Well, it's by design of the blockchain technology. So it's designed to always go up. There's only 21 million. So I think today there's 20 million Bitcoin printed. And BlackRock and all these guys are now coming into, they're getting rid of dollars. So all the fake money is now going into Bitcoin, because by design, Bitcoin is designed to go up. By design, the dollar is designed to come down. That's the difference. It's just in design. It's like airplanes are designed to go up, cars aren't.
Very interesting. See, I don't have any follow-up questions to that because, I've never heard it described to me like that before.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting take. I haven't heard that before.
Well, as a young person, what does school teach you about money?
Well, to be honest, there wasn't much on financial literacy
It's not.
when I was in school.
It's not an accident either, because when money became my subject, like I was 17 years old when I was looking at these silver coins. That was 64, 65 it became copper. What did they do? There's a law in money called Gresham's Law. And Gresham's Law states when fake money enters the system, good money goes into hiding. So 64, 65 was fake silver came in, and 71 fake dollars came in. And what that does, it makes the rich richer, but the poor middle class poorer. That's Marxism. It was designed to do that. So today, you look at the homelessness, it's going up all over the place. And so drug problems, that's why I say Trump put the wall up, Biden took the wall down. Mm-hmm. Watch what they do, not what they say.
I want to just bring it back to current times with Trump's administration coming in. What do you think is important for him to follow through on, whether it comes to his reversals, changes that he wants to implement, for us to be in a better place economically, for things to improve?
That's a very good question. Look at who's hiring. Lots of Democrats, but they're good ones, like Tulsi Gabbard and all this stuff. The guy that's
Tulsi Gabbard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of hers, actually.
Yeah, she's a smart girl. And then Robert Kennedy Jr.
Heard about that too.
But the guy that's most in purpose is Vivek. And Vivek, I met his partner, Jared Teach. Vivek fights communism via financial institutions. I don't know if you know this, but companies like BlackRock, they have trillions of dollars or billions of dollars. They go into a startup and they said, we'll give you the money, but you must go to ESG, environment, social, governance, Marxism. So our biggest money companies like BlackRock and all that are instilling woke technology into our companies. So Vivek's company, they just fought Starbucks because Starbucks was doing something.
They had to reverse their policies. Yeah, that was just last week.
That's Vivek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Trump has some very strong anti-communists
Right.
inside his group, like Bobby Kennedy Jr. I love what Bobby Kennedy. I've had dinner with him and all this stuff. I've shared stages with Bobby Kennedy, and he said to me what his father said to him, Robert Kennedy. He says, "To those who much has been given, much is required." In other words, I went, wow. In other words, you and I are very lucky. We're Asian, very lucky, but we're required to do more.
Right.
We cannot rest on our laurels. And too many people, when they hit success, they take a break. So I love what Bobby Kennedy said to me. He says, to those whom so much has been given, much is required. And it's up to us to keep doing what you're doing.
Well, that's a great place to end the interview. Thank you so much, Robert,
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.